So yesterday, something very unexpected happened. Um, I was eating breakfast at a local diner, and there was two ladies behind me, and they had a little kid, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years old. I doubt it. I mean, very, very young. Probably not even, because I don't even think that kid spoke, so probably closer to 1. Anyway, so I was just eating, they were talking. All of a sudden I heard that baby starting to choke. Which it wasn't serious. Started to choke, coughed a little, and the baby got it out on their own. Which is, what's supposed to happen. That's fine. Parent didn't have to do anything. Baby's fine. I wasn't ready for it. So, over the course of my kids' lives, I've had to, for lack of a better word, save them from choking to death. Every single one of them. My oldest, that actually happened the first night of life. The nurses didn't do a very good job of cleaning the junk out of his lungs, and he wasn't breathing at all. Of course, fortunately, I knew what to do, took care of it, it was all fine. But whenever I heard that baby choking, and the baby ended up being okay, I immediately started thinking about my kids and all the times I had to do that. And I kind of started to break down a little bit. It was so, honestly, I hate using Gen Z language, but I was triggered. It brought back all the memories and feelings and the fear associated with my children choking to death. And unfortunately, I spent the rest of the day thinking about not being with my kids, what they could be going through right now. What if they start choking? I mean, yeah, that went through my head. What if they start choking? And their mother and grandmother can't save them. And they die. I know every parent has this fear that something terrible is going to happen to their kids and they're going to be completely powerless to do anything about it. But my kids have been effectively and legally kidnapped by somebody who chooses to use them as a weapon. And if something happened to them, if they died, either I would only find out after the fact, wouldn't be there to help them, save them. I wouldn't be able to hold them in their last moments. But what would most likely happen is I'd never even find out, except through channels. Just like when my house was broken into. Yes, it is still my house. The divorce is not over. It doesn't belong to just her yet. The house is still mine and hers. But she, to this day, still hasn't said anything about the house being broken into. Not one word. And yes, I still have stuff there that I'm not legally allowed to get. To this day, she hasn't told me that the house was broken into. If one of my kids died, I'd have to find out through channels. She would never tell me. She says she's trying to protect the kids from me. There's too much evidence to the contrary. None of this has to do with the kids, except that they're good weapons. Anyway, yeah, so I think about it all the time. And yesterday, it really hit me that something could happen to my kids and there'd be nothing I could do about it. I'm not even allowed to be there to help them, or to save them, or protect them. Yeah, one moment in their life I dropped the ball, but I protected them from things that they didn't even know they were in danger of. And because of the one moment I dropped the ball, I supposedly never cared about their safety. And yes, it's not an assumption, it's in the paperwork. She accused me of never caring about her safety or the kids' safety, even though everything I did was about their safety. But whatever. I'll either have my day in court or I won't. Anyway. Yeah. Yesterday brought back a lot of feelings and thoughts that I don't even know what to do with. All I can do is keep working, keep going, and hope that it's in the will of God, that the lies be exposed, the truth be revealed, and the victims, the actual victims, will be vindicated. I say victims, plural, because not one person is a victim. And yes, the real victims of all this are the children, because they're just pawns, weapons to be used. I have stories about that too. Anyway, everybody have a good day, and no matter how you feel, always try to be better.